Real talk, guys. Quarter life crisis and adulting is real. And this is not something that I realized until I chose to live independently and get out of my comfort zone. So unlike in other countries such as the US, Canada, and Australia, most of us who grew up in the Philippines are not necessarily forced to live our parents' place until we get married. Aminin nyo, kung kaya kayong pigilan ng magulang nyo umalis ng bahay kahit may asawa at anak na kayo, gagawin nila. It's part of our culture and there's nothing we could complain about that, di ba? Our parents love us so much that you could actually rely on them minsan kahit may sarili na tayong trabaho. But you have to admit that when you're living with your parents, you have to live by their rules. And the thought of moving out would hit you sometimes because to a certain extent, we all want freedom! So before you take that thought seriously, I want to talk to you about the things that you should consider before you decide whether you're ready to move out or not. So the first question that you should be asking yourself is, do you have a regular source of income? Kung may trabaho ka, magkano yung sinisweldo mo every month? Or if you have your own business, how much is your average earnings per month? So the next question that you should be asking yourself is, what are your current monthly expenses? Are you paying for your phone bill? Or if you have a car, how much do you pay for gas? If not, if you're commuting, how much do you spend in a month for your LRT or MRT card? And you should also consider how much you spend for food and all those things. You have to list it all down. From your monthly income minus your expenses and your savings, please don't forget that, how much could you allocate for your rent if ever? Let's say you earn 14,000 pesos every month and your monthly expenses would be a total of 4,000 pesos. That's 10,000. Minus your savings of, let's say, 2,000 pesos, you have 8,000. From the 8,000, how much could you allocate for your rent? So with that projected budget for your rent, what type of housing could you afford? Could you afford a dormitory, a shared bedroom, an apartment, or a condominium like this? Plus, are you willing to have a housemate or a roommate? So once you figure out what type of housing could fit in your budget, you also have to list down what are your must-haves in choosing a place. Would you be needing a kitchen, a parking space, or facilities like Wi-Fi, gym, a study area, things like that. Also, where would your target locations be? Would that area have available spaces that would satisfy both your budget as well as your must-haves? So once you have the answers to those 5 questions, I think the most important question that you should be asking yourself after is, what are the other advantages that you could gain from moving out? Apart from the freedom, what are the pros and cons? You have to list those down as well. I know that these are quite a lot to think about and it may seem overwhelming at first. However, if upon evaluation, you think that living alone is feasible and that you could ensure that you could live within your means, then I think it is worth taking the risk.